Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading. So this is going to be a reading especially focused on the theme of blessings, what kind of positive news, energies, situations are potentially happening, unfolding, taking place during this time for the collective of your sign. As always, keep in mind that it's only a general reading. Always check what feels right and with what does resonate within your own current life experiences. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, contact me through the email. I have all the info down below, and I'm also offering special sales inspired here on Black Friday season, where all readings, are 50% off. So if you'd like to know more details about that, you can also check down below. So Virgos, I'll be channeling messages for the collective of your sign as usual, and then we'll tie it together with the cards for extra messages or confirmation. So let's see here what kind of energy is coming through for Virgo as blessings. I see you letting go. So there's something here about you being able to let go of something you were really holding tightly. I see like there's something happening where you let go and you let something be. And the fact that you do immediately shifts your frequency, immediately shifts how you have been feeling, how you have been working, how you have been handling situations in your day-to-day life. I see there was something controlling you. Something that was like really like this very... It's almost like an energy that has been having here like a strict influence over you. So it could also be that for some of you, you are freeing yourself from something very restrictive or limiting, or from a situation where someone has been abusing their power or their influence over you, like saying goodbye to a very negative, toxic situation where you couldn't feel free, you couldn't be yourself, or you are just energetically letting go of an old version of yourself. I see you saying goodbye, and this saying goodbye of sorts ends up opening here a whole new chapter for your life, where you can really step into without this baggage. I see you needing to clear out baggage, and that's what kind of the point of the season is for many of you Virgos, is for you to lighten up the load and be free to kind of travel, to be free to move into a different place. I also see like there was something holding you back, controlling you, your moves. You might want to, now that you find your freedom, move, travel, go to a different place. I see a blessing coming from moving. And for some of you, it's actual moving from a home, a city, a country. Some of you that have been waiting to receive news about possibilities to travel abroad, I see you receiving those news, and those are very good news. For others of you, is you receiving like a green light or an actual document that allows you access to pursue something you want. You know, it's almost like saying a goodbye to a big chapter in your life. So I see like it's not easy. I see you emotional about this. It's a bittersweet moment, but it just ends up being a big blessing because you're now ready to go. The gift, the blessing comes about going somewhere else, somewhere far and somewhere different. So for many, this will just be about traveling. There's a good opportunities coming through travel. For others, is about going to different heights where you are accessing different layers of your own potential, or where you're able to attract better circumstances for your life, with money, with work, with relationships. In general, I feel like many of you, you're done with everything a little bit here. Like I feel like you want to be like in a reset moment where you want all new, or you will be wanting everything new in your life. For some, you could also be like having here some sort of role of management or managing something going really well for you. I see some degree of notoriety as well taking place with your management skills in a situation or in a specific setting in work. I see receiving notoriety in work. For some of you, there can also be here blessing coming through work, coming through promotion or a bonus, a raise. Work can, for many of you, actually be a source of happiness right now, where you're just finding a lot of enjoyment and a lot of the emotional fulfillment and contentment that maybe you are not finding in other more private spheres. Work is making you happy or about to. Some of you could end up traveling because of work or because of an opportunity you're receiving for work. The star, yes, you're healing. The star means that for many of you, there's a gift coming through about vision, a bigger vision, the understanding of a bigger picture of something. I also think, like, for some of you that have been losing hope on something, you're regaining hope, regaining again faith. It could be like with the star card, again, notoriety, popularity over something you're doing, creating, working, expressing your self into. It's a very like authentic energy, raw, authentic energy. So the more raw and authentic you are in whatever you're creating, working, or doing, the more recognition you're receiving. And I see popularity, yes. The blessing is popularity or something increasing for you, where it starts from like the minimum attention into several growing attention. And I see positive attention. So some of you can end up even like being noticed again by people, by brands, by acquaintances of importance that can want to work with you or partner with you. So it's a great time to invest in your work, in your projects, in your creative vision, in your spiritual path as well, and in healing and recovering from anything that was dimming your light. You're shining. There's something about you shining, you returning to your shine. You're glowing. You could also be glowing up physically, or there's something about your body. There's almost like, for some of you, could feel like your body is changing and you don't know how this is happening. You might not be like doing anything consciously or purposefully to change, but I see like seeing your body change, your actual naked body, and liking what you're seeing is kind of the vibe that I'm feeling. It's a very specific message. Judgment, yeah. You're freeing yourself from something. You're giving it to God. You're giving it to God. You're giving it to Source. Your third eye super open. This is a very spiritual moment for Virgos. You're being called to be somehow here the biggest person in a situation. So if you're called to forgive. If you're called to let go. If you're called to not respond or react in the same way, please don't do that. There's something here about you don't need to do anything. You don't need to do anything. The only thing here you need to do is to really let go. But let go for real, because I feel like some of you keep pushing and pulling here in this energy or this frequency of, death. Of letting go, apparently letting go, but then pulling back, right? Either to sour feelings or feelings where you just can't free yourself from. You can't let go because there's a fear around loss. There's a fear around loss. You've grown attached to something, to a situation that is represented here as being one of the biggest lessons of your life. And now you're about to have that lesson learned successfully. And for many of you, it's because you're putting an ending to that with grace, with love. Others of you, it's about recovering from a dark phase, from a mourning, from grieving, and now seeing the light or seeing the future with more awareness. I see like the gift here right now is about you receiving a picture or an image or a location of what you're ought to do next. So Virgos, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully you'll